What is up, everyone? I have not even been able to do a sound test because I just got home. I had to rush back to make sure I could launch this in time. So I have to make double sure that everything is working. So just give me a little bit of a moment to make sure my Twitch loads. Shouldn't be long. It should be fine. We're also in for quite a fun time today because we get to go over the patch notes. If you are not familiar with the patch notes and you play Dota, I would read them. I would read all of them. But I will be nice enough to just touch upon the more important things as soon as I know that I am correctly being heard. So that should be nice. Looks like Twitch is about to load up, so I will know in just a moment. Just as a general thing about the patch, it changes more than most of the smaller patches, so it's worth looking into. It's not a small thing. Thing about the patch, I sound fantastic, so I'm ready. So on this patch, real quick, before I even bother queuing up, I'll just make sure that I'm ready to queue up. So biggest thing, probably one of the biggest parts of this patch is this right here. Now when you deny a creep, you, the denier of the creep, get 30% of the XP bounty for that creep. Of course, which is relative because range creeps are worth different amounts than melee creeps and as are catapults. It's a big deal. So the end result for the lane shifting is very minor. Because going with this is the normal deny XP, which means for the other team, when you deny, went up. They used to get 50% of XP when you denied them, now they get 70, so they're getting more. The end result of that is that normally before, when you're denying, they would get 50 of all the XP in the lane because you're denying everything, if we're assuming that, and you get 100% of everything before, just because you make sure they don't deny you. So 100 versus 50. Now, they can get up to 130 if they get every single deny, and you'll get 70. So now it's a 60 difference where it used to be a 50 difference, 50 to 100%, as opposed to the new 70 to 130. If you don't worry about the math, the point is that it's not very much different comparison. So if it was two people in one lane versus two people in the other, the end XP result will be similar, but it does put a focus on denying. You want that potential now. So if you wanted to run a tri lane, it's much more viable now. Because now when you're denying, you're getting that lane 30% more experience, which means it's easier to run a tri lane without starving yourself of experience. That's the one downside of tri lanes, and that's why some people don't like to run them, because you end up just being lower level. The offlaner might have 2 levels on you, 3 levels on you by the time the laning stage ends. Now that's going to be less likely. It's going to help a lot with that. It makes denying more important. You definitely need to focus on it now. But it does mean that offlaners really need to be in XP range. Now that they're giving back to their similar XP bounty, going into the jungle isn't as worthwhile. Sometimes an offlaner, like a Tidehunter, will go to the Ancients and they'll farm Ancients. There's another reason for that, and I'll get to it in a second. But it's not nearly as profitable now because there's more XP to be had in the lane, bringing it to 70%. So be aware of that. Offlaners have to be very careful. They have to stay in XP range, and hopefully they're good at stopping denies. So like a Bristleback stops people from denying him because he can Quill Spray right at the end. That would be a better offlaner now. Someone who just kind of sits there casually is not going to be as effective because they're not going to get denies, and they're not going to stop denies. And if you don't deny against a safe laner, they're going to get a lot more XP now. So that happened. Shrines just got a basic change. Less mana for shrines. There's less shrines in the base, and they're not available till 5 minutes to stop that early game nonsense where you're laning for a minute and you immediately use the shrine. They don't want that, so that's cool. This is just creep changes. The aggro time and the cooldown before they can be aggroed again for creeps went up, meaning it's harder to pull neutral creeps into the wave and deny them that way. It's much more difficult. And it also means that it's harder to shift the creep wave equilibrium. So as I showed you before in one of my earlier videos, if you're mid, for example, and the creep wave's kind of in a rough spot, you can kind of force aggro on yourself by attacking the enemy mid laner in range, and they'll follow you and kind of move it back to your side. It's harder now because they don't go as far, basically. Little things like that. A little buff to the offlane. The offlane tower now has creeps closer to it, which is nice. Little things like that. And vision. Now creeps won't see into the the jungle as easily, so you can actually rotate around the lane. So that's supposed to make things easier. Little things. Neutrals. This is a huge change. Neutrals just went back to spawning every minute instead of 2 minutes. This was a change back from closer to Reborn when they made it so that neutrals spawn every 2 minutes. Now it's every minute. The downside is they're worth 20% less XP and gold. Every single camp got hit by this. The problem with that, it means early game jungling is garbage now. Do not pick junglers. Junglers are now trash. And I'm not kidding when I say it. They are trash. You will not get any gold. You will not get any experience. And since you need to be in the lane, strengthening your lanes so that your lanes aren't getting denied and they're getting the denies more to help the XP equilibrium with the 30% extra, you need to be there. So junglers are not a thing. Roamers aren't a thing, really, because they're going to suffer from that same thing without helping that equilibrium. It's not worth it. Now, late game jungling is heavily buffed. So if you're a Spectre or an Anti-Mage like what I play, ding, 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 now it's way more valuable because you'll hit every single camp in the jungle and they're already back. Like, they are legitimately back already, and you just do them all again. And the 20% less doesn't equal out because there's twice as many. So it's actually more money. So late game, it's a huge buff to jungle. Early game, not at all. So you'll get less of that fighting for farm at like 40 minutes, but the jungle is not a place you want to be in the first 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's ridiculous. Siege creeps are just stronger, more health, better against towers, which is cool. I'm not going to get into any more of that. This is just little changes about regen and strength. Everybody's strength growth got increased by a little bit, just to help people have a little bit more HP, but the regen from strength went down. Sorry, the regen from strength went up, but the base regen went down, which is weird. So everybody's regen from strength got doubled, which means strength heroes regen crazy. But the base regen, which is, whatever it is, I don't even know what the number is now 0.25 less, which means that heroes who don't have a lot of strength don't regen health as fast. That's kind of complex, but the point is non-strength heroes get screwed. Strength heroes get buffed. That's what it's supposed to be for as far as regen's concerned. They want you to buy strength items. And it's just nice that everybody has a little bit more strength just for that base HP. Intelligence amp went up, again, just a little bit, so it takes less int to get spell amp. Mana per int went down, but base mana went up. Once you get to 25 intelligence, you get screwed. Before 25 intelligence, there's a buff. That's just the number, just so you guys know. So if you're a hero with less than 25 intelligence at any point, you will now have more mana than you did before by a slight bit. Once you hit that break-even point, you'll start having less mana because of the mana per intelligence point going down. So late game, less mana to cast with. Early game, more mana to cast with is basically the change. They just changed some XP cycles and stuff. Big thing, they changed the gold bounties. The bounties for all buildings and Roshan went down. So there's less AoE gold for the team from taking towers, taking barracks, taking shrines, all that. Little things. Illusions are worth a lot more gold and XP as soon as you hit like level 4 or 5. Level 4 or 5 illusions and give more gold and XP to kill. So focus on that. They do more damage to towers. And now death has changed dramatically. Buyback cooldown went up by a minute. There's another one too. Maybe it's further down, but now when you die, the net worth change. If you have 10,000 gold, net worth is the limit. If you have more than 10,000 gold net worth, you will now lose more gold on death. If you have less than 10,000 net worth, you'll lose less gold on death. I'm not going to explain why, but that's just what it is. So supports will benefit a lot early game. They'll lose less gold when they die, but carries are going to lose a lot more. Not a lot, but a reasonable amount. Roshan's just tougher now. He drops cheese on second death instead of third. Little things like this. And at 40 minutes, both power runes in the river spawn at once and for the rest of the game. That's just to make games not last forever. So now you might get a DD and a haste. Huge deal. Not much else. Just little things like this helps split pushing. Because now 5 manning gives the bonus armor. Even if you're kind of hanging back, it's supposed to increase the radius to detect. So every single respawn talent in the game, all at once, removed. They just said, screw it. This is a list of all the new respawn talents. I'm not going to even touch on it. It's not worth it. But if you want to know, there's 42 of them. Feel free to peruse the heroes you care about. Only one I really care about is actually almost nobody, because almost nobody I play has them. So, oh well. Aether Lens, it got a 1% spell amp increase, which is nice. And now instead of having a Ring of Health, it's now a Void Stone, which is the alternative, mana versus health. Thus, it gives you mana regen. That's all. There's little changes here. Unique attack modifiers. If you don't know what those are, I will explain briefly. Some items are flagged as being a unique attack modifier. It's been that way for a long time. A unique attack modifier does not stack with another unique attack modifier. So back in the day, Iascati was a unique attack modifier, and like Desolator is a unique attack modifier. You can't have both. If you carry them both, one of them will be deactivated just because it doesn't work. So you won't both armor shred and slow them from Scotty. They have slowly been removing them. Now with this patch, they removed the one on Blightstone and a couple heroes, so the only UAMs left. There are only 5. Morbid Mask, Satanic, Helm of the Dom, which are all lifesteal, Anti-Mage Mana Break, which hurts me because I play Anti-Mage, so I was hoping they'd remove that, and OD Arcane Orb. Those are the only 5 left in the game. Those are the only 5 things that don't stack with each other. I'm sure eventually they're going to remove those too, but they're doing it slowly so they can see the balance. Be aware of it. That means you can put Deso on anybody. Anybody can hold a Deso now. There's no restriction because it's not a UAM. So that's cool. They did some little things here, just quality of life things. Bloodthorn isn't as strong, which is good. Bottle's cheaper. Bracer's cheaper. Little things like that. Not much that it needs to be said, honestly. Mango's cheaper. Fairy Fire's cheaper. Force Staff changed. Instead of having a Ring of Regen and a really expensive recipe, they changed it to a Ring of Health and a really cheap recipe. So it's almost the same price. It's almost the same price. It's 25 gold more, but now the Ring of Health is factored in, thus it gives you more regen, which is nice. I like it. Hand of Midas got changed for the 1000th time. It's 100 gold more expensive. The XP multiplier is higher, so it's better for leveling, but the gold bounty went back down. So it's just changing. I don't know how this is going to affect the meta yet. I think it's worse on farming heroes, better on heroes who get strong with levels, which is more supports or more snowballers like Invoker who need levels fast. Heart got changed again. It requires a second vitality booster instead of a recipe, which means it's cheaper by 300 gold. Way better item now. I always crap on Heart. It's way better now. It did get a 5 strength reduction, which is 100 HP off of its thing, but the health bonus went up. Yeah, lifesteal and oh my god, don't even talk about OD with that. I don't want to see that. That's ridiculous. I don't want lifesteal on OD. End of story. But it'll probably happen. The health bonus went up by 250. So you lose 100 health, but you gain 250. So overall, it gives you an extra 150 health, which is significant. But for strength heroes, it loses 5 damage, which means it's a little bit better for non-strength heroes because you get 150 health more than you used to for 300 gold less. It is pretty great. I think it's a much better item now. Heaven's Halberd, this is huge. Can no longer be dispelled by spell immunity. That does not mean it can be cast onto a spell immune unit. They're still immune, but if you cast it before a BKB, it stays on. Very important. It's a way better item now. Buy Heaven's Halberds if you need them. If you have ranged right clickers like Sniper or something, buy a Heaven's Halberd. Don't look back. They're just changing Helm of the Dom to be more health regen. I don't know how I feel about that. Mask of Madness is better because it can be disassembled. Quarterstaff instead of recipe, which means it does more damage, and the attack speed got shifted away from the active to some passive, so it's just better. Morbid Mask is cheaper but gives less damage. Solar Crest, I'm not even going to get into it, but it's less armor, and on enemies it's worse. Instead of a mischance, it's the chance to hit them if they have evasion. I don't know. Moonshard gives half of its bonus night vision. That's really cool because it was dumb that it just went away, it vanished, so it's just nice. Wards are cheaper by 5. I don't care. None of that matters. Sanj and Yasha are cheaper. This is why Heaven's Halberd's so great. Not only is it better, but it costs 100 gold less because Sanj is inside Heaven's Halberd. So that's nice. The problem with this is that Yasha still costs 100 more. So you don't save any money if you're going to build it into a Manta style. This gives you more incentive to buy a Sanj and Yasha. Because a Sanj and Yasha is going to be 200 less gold now. Versus the fact that the Manta style will still cost you that extra 100 you save on the Yasha, so it works out. Scythe of Ice got nerfed with its buffed with its cooldown. It's lower, which is awesome. Silver Edge got nerfed again with the recipe cost, thank God, because this item is wicked strong. Soul Ring requires a mango now. I don't know what that is. You can't sell mangoes anymore. If you buy one, that's it. You eat it or you build it into a Soul Ring, I guess. It's weird. And Earnest Shadows is built all weird now. It's built out of Raindrop, Circlet, Ring of Protection. It's the same cost, but it just has different things on it. Like now it gives you the flat mana regen versus the percentage mana regen. I don't know why. Oh, I forgot Rod of Atos. Rod of Atos changed too. They, instead of 2 staffs and a vitality booster, it's a staff and 2 bracers with the new bracer. It costs 20 gold less, but has different stats. It's better for different heroes now. So int heroes would obviously prefer the old one because of the straight int. There's less health. It only gives 300 health now, so it's less tanky, but it could benefit more of an agility hero or a strength hero now because it gives different kinds of damage. You'd never buy this on a strength hero before because no damage at all, and all it does is health and the effect. But now it actually gives you some strength, it gives you some agility, and some base damage. So it just changed the kind of people who might want to buy a Rod of Atos. It's different, but I like it. Heroes, I'm going to skip most of them. Huge alch nerfs to his farm. His Unstable Concoction AoE is bigger, which is great. That's a good buff. But the cooldown got nerfed, and all of the money making got nerfed. I'm not going to get into why, but he just makes a lot less money now. AA is way better as a lane support now. Increased range by 75, and he moves faster on Ice Vortex. I mean, that's just amazing. One of the many Ags reworks. And I hope this doesn't last too long because I obviously want to play a game, but one of the many Ags reworks. He, instead of doing the extra damage to his ult, when he ults and kills somebody, he puts a debuff on everyone nearby that reduces their damage output by 30%. That means right-click damage and spells. It makes Axe a better team fighter because now he can prevent them from hurting his team. He calls, hopefully kills someone in the call like a support, and then all the carriers can't fight anymore. So it's better. Bane, instead of having a... what he did have for his Ags was that when people attacked him, they would get nightmared if he's ulting. Now his Brain Sap will pierce spell immunity and has a really low cooldown. So he's much better against BKB carriers because his ult still pierces BKB, and if he has Ags, he can Brain Sap through BKB and keep them low damage. So he'll screw over PA and Sven, which is really nice. This is the kind of hero to pick against PA, just right now. This is what you want to do. Small Beastmaster buffs, that's just really nice. Brewmaster quality of life changes just with cast points, a little bit of a buff. It's just nice. Bristleback has a broken talent now. In addition to Octarine Core, which you're going to buy, he gets 10% spell lifesteal at level 20. I would take this 100% of the time because it means he'll never die. Chaos Knight, some quality of life changes and buffs. Quality of life for reality risk cast point. He doesn't get stuck casting it for a year now. Cooldown is better earlier. Chaos Strike lifesteal went up. Oh my god, so good, so easy to farm. But his illusions take more damage, which sucks because they're worth more now to kill, so that sucks. Sven, Holy Persuasion is now the best thing ever. It's just awesome, and this talent is awesome. 1000 creep health at level 20 is great. Clinks is no longer annoying to play. You just have to go back and eat creeps all the time. They now basically doubled the duration of Death Pact, but the cooldown is much longer, so you'll always have downtime where you can't possibly have a Death Pact creep, but that's okay. It's better anyway, because now you can last in a fight for 65 seconds with a creep, so that's good. I don't care about most of these. Dazzle's Ags has changed. Instead of giving more armor for ult, he casts an AoE Shallow Grave on the team. That's super strong if your team gets initiated on, as long as Dazzle lives. So this is really good. Doom buffs again. Devour mana cost is scaling now to be better earlier, and Scorched Earth deals more damage and heal earlier. And Wolves no longer have Critical Strike in the jungle. They do the same damage overall. They increase their damage to balance it out, but that means Doom can eat them without taking their ability, because he doesn't want their ability. I don't care about most of that stuff. Elder Titan, some quality of life changes, make him better. Enchantress got a buff / nerf. More intelligence, and this the slow is much stronger, always, even level 1. But the duration's much less. It probably is better, though, because that way at level 1 or 2, she can slow you, and even though it doesn't last very long, it's slow enough to guarantee she gets a Centaur Stomp or something like that. So it's nice. Most of these are not great. This talent on Jakiro changes the game. Macropyre will deal pure and pure spell immunity at level 25. This is great for those big team fights where people start popping BKBs, because it still just eats away at them like hardcore, so that's nice. Caudle's broken again. Plus 300 Chakra Magic mana at level 15, which means he gives you like, what, 500 mana or something in one shot? Not fair. They fixed Kunkka's ship. It was always irritating that you had to guess where it was going to go based on your distance from the target. But now it always goes where you target. Even if you target directly in front of you, the ship will start way far back to make sure it hits the spot where you targeted. So it's just a quality of life thing. I like it. This is a big one. Everybody in the lower MMR range are going to feel hard. When Legion Commander has an Ags, it still does the stuff it did. It still means nobody else can deal damage to the dual targets. It still increases the duration. In addition, it makes Legion Commander spell immune for the whole duration of the duel. That means that if she, runs in with an Ags, blinks, and duels the support. You cannot stun. Nobody can stun, hex, any of that. Even a Heaven's Halberd, because it doesn't pierce the spell immunity. Stopping Legion Commander is very difficult now. You need to be able to ghost your friend who is being dueled, or affect your friend in some way to stop them from being attacked. That would be like a Winter Wyvern's Cold Embrace or something like that. That's the only way to stop Legion. Otherwise, Legion is killing that hero. End of story. I don't know if it's that necessarily always worth it, because it'll weaken Legion, because 4,200 gold for no damage. But it's definitely a niche pick now where you would be like, yes, I want the Ags. So that's something. Leshrax's ult, instead of doing more damage, it just casts Lightning Storm at random enemies while he ults. It just slows them, so it's nice. It's cool. Chain Frost has a bigger slow when it hits. A lot bigger. It's going to be a good ult now. Good ults. And don't worry, we're almost done. Apparently I'm in offline mode. I'll have to fix that really quick. Lone Druid just had some quality of life buffs. The rapid duration is higher earlier, even though it's a little bit worse at the end. And the attack speed went up significantly, so that's nice. And the cooldown was reduced. Magnus just got nerfed in his movement speed, and they reworked a Scepter, which is now a worse Ags. His Shockwave just goes through and comes back and does damage coming back, and it slows people. It's still really good, but it just isn't. The whole aura thing for his other stuff was dumb. Medusa has a Scepter now. Her snake will turn enemies to stone for a second, and it scales as it bounces, so more by 0.2 each time. So it's just nice because they take extra physical. I don't know if it's really that strong, but it's definitely an option for lockdown. Mirana got buffed. I don't know why. She's so strong now. Base damage increase. Starstorm, second one, comes down faster. Her leap speed bonus lasts half as long, but the attack speed bonus on leap is twice as much. So she does damage super fast. Way too strong. Monkey King. He's useless now. Wukong's command does not give you any more damage to the stones. Your copies, they do not do extra damage. Already huge nerf. It does give him armor to be there. Quite a lot too, so it helps him survive, which is a big deal. It does not copy Basher or Abyssal Blade anymore, which means they don't bash you, which really kills a lot of his strategies. I wouldn't buy a Basher on him ever again. They do attack a little faster, but it really just kills their potential. They don't do that much damage anymore. He's much better at fighting one or two people, not a team. He can't team fight anymore. And these are just some fixes. Sad. Naga is ruined. The cast time on ult went up. That's significant because it's easier to catch her before she ults. The cooldown was rescaled, and as much as it's better earlier, nobody cares about Naga Siren until level 25. She's not doing stuff that really matters until level 25. That's when she's split pushing and doing nonsense. And that's the one that got nerfed. It's 20 more seconds at level 18, which means she's not going to be able to split push as effectively. It's longer before she can safely come back. The range also got nerfed early. That doesn't matter. Her illusions take more damage, which means it's easier to wave clear them and get more money from it. Riptide got buffed, which is needed. And Snare is faster. I mean, I don't know. It's just not... The Song of the Siren changes hurt her so bad. This is going to hurt higher level games all across the world. Nature's Prophet at level 25 can remove the cooldown on teleportation, so he can teleport whenever he wants. Take it as you will. That's going to be really rough. Necrophos, the heal lamp, when he's ghosted, when he does his Ghost Shroud, he gets extra heals for himself. It increased by plus 50% to plus 75%, so it's really hard to kill Necro now. Night Stalker just got to change. Whenever it's night, whether it be his ult or not, he can activate his passive. It's the same passive, but if he clicks on it, he gets to fly for 2 seconds. He does flying movement for 2 seconds and a little bit of flying vision to go over terrain. And yeah, backdooring intensifies. I cannot believe the Nature's Prophet change. He can fly for 2 seconds. The cooldown's relatively low. Very low mana cost. It's a big deal. Plus, Night Stalker's going to be really strong just because his Ags gives him unobstructed vision. And he has 1800 night vision. If I remember correctly. Now that he can eat a Moon Shard and get half of the benefit, it means that he gets that extra vision, which is unobstructed. Plus, he can have an active Moon Shard, because they stack. If you have an active and an eaten one, that's okay. They still stack together, which means you get the full 250, is it? Something like that. Whatever the thing is, plus half, so he'll be able to see everything. Oracle's Fortune's End is now a proper route. It used to be when he shoots that little thing out, it used to just be a 0 movement speed. That's what it did. It set your movement speed to 0 for some reason. It's just properly a route now, which means it also cancels blinks and stuff. This is a big buff. Very good. It flies slower, though, so it's easier to disjoint. And his Purifying Flames cast range was increased, so it's easier for him to steal kills from your team. Brutal. OD got nerfed, I would say. Nerfed / buffed, it depends on the situation. For the pros, it's probably buffed. For us, people who are in lower MMR, probably a nerf. His ult used to make him do more damage and imprison everybody, which was really strong for setting up stuff. Now, instead of that, it grants 2 charges to Astral Imprisonment, and the Astral Imprisonment cast range goes up by 300, and the damage area does stack. And the replenish time is 12, so that's the cooldown, obviously. You can have, the full 2 charges. It's nice. I think pros will be able to use this a lot because you'll get extra astrals and be able to move around. But for most of us, setting up stuff is a bigger issue. So having the ult set moves up is awesome. Phantom Lancer just got quality of life buffs. His Doppelganger illusions we're having a bug, I guess. Phantom Rush is now granted before the first attack, the agility, so he can do damage faster. And Juxtapose just gets you 1 more illusion now, which is nice. He needed that. Phoenix Fire Spirits now get an extra 4-second duration, which means you don't have to throw one every 4 seconds, because if you're Phoenix before, you had to throw one on the 4-second mark. Otherwise, you'll never get them all off because they don't stack. So if it's one opponent, you have to throw it immediately, 4 seconds, throw it immediately, 4 seconds, throw it immediately, 4 seconds, throw it immediately, because the burn won't stack with itself. Now you have an extra 4-second buffer to kind of make it happen. Pugna's ruined. His ult cast range was nerfed to 800. There is a 100 range break buffer now that you can go 100 more, but that basically just equals the level 1 range. So it's just not okay. Queen of Pain has a competitive talent now for 25. She has Spell Life Steal as one of them, so nobody would ever have taken anything else because the reducing... It used to be no cooldown on Dagger. Who cared? Now her Dagger, her Shadow Strike, instead of no cooldown, is 550 AoE Shadow Strike, so it hits the whole team. That's something to be coveted. That's nice. I don't know if it's worth it, but it's nice. Ricky's speed nerf. Sand King is not so good as a solo offlaner anymore. His invisibility, the lingering invisibility where you can walk away real quick after you Sandstorm, went down. It ends up being the same at level 4 of the ability, but it really hurts. It's going to be easier to catch him. The DPS for early game Sandstorm did go up, though, so that's nice for, if you had to move to the jungle, even though that gives you no golden experience. Just some quality of life for Shadow Demon. Shadow Shaman, huge support change. If you're going to play a support, I now recommend playing Shadow Shaman if you know how. His base damage went up by 6, and with the new focus on denying for the extra experience for your carry, easy. I played a game so easy. He has so much damage, and his harass is ridiculous. His Serpent Ward just got a quality of life attack range increase of 50, which means they can attack a little farther, which just helps deny that area. So you can't go near the area as much. It's helpful. So that's a big change. I'm definitely a fan of that. For some reason I couldn't use my, there we go. Silencer got a rework on his Ags. His old Ags used to add Curse of the Silent to all the enemies. I don't know why. It was kind of useless. Now instead, if he has a Scepter, his Glaives, which is his attack modifier, Pierce spell immunity, which means you can no longer counter Silencer with BKBs because, number 1, his ult pierces BKBs as long as it happens after. And now he can make Glaives go through it if he has an Ags. And if the unit is silenced that he's hitting with Glaives, they take 100% more damage. Now that's only the Glaive damage, I believe. So just the bonus damage added on, the int damage. But it's still double of the int damage. So that's a big deal. It does a lot. Intelligence nerf. Intelligence gain nerf on Slark because he shouldn't be able to cast all the time. Spectre early haunt nerf. It still ends up at the same, which is nice, but earlier it's harder to haunt. That doesn't really matter so much because Spectre doesn't need to, but it could affect some early game team fights. Sven, if you like Sven, you'll love him now. He now gets bonus strength when he ults. Level 18, he gets 800 health. Just like that, 800 health. And the 40 damage. It did decrease the bonus percent of the ult, but that's okay because it basically balances out with the 40 damage being multiplied. So it's basically the same damage overall, and he gets extra health on it. So definitely good. Templar Assassin nerfed to agility gain, which is nice. Tiny got a buff, base damage, and his Craggy now gets better as he grows. It procs more often, so that's really nice. Treant Protector, I'm not even sure about the entirety of this, but instead of a bash, when he comes out of, when he hits you out of his invis, it's a root. Root's still good because you can't blank or do stuff like that, but you could still activate a BKB if you're rooted, stuff like that. So it gives you more options, so it's already a nerf. I also don't know if he still does damage. So, of course, when he bashes you right now, he does extra damage. I don't know if he does. If he doesn't, it's a huge nerf, because he's losing some of his damage potential, and a root is worse than a bash. If, however, he still has the damage, it's only a small nerf. It's still a nerf, but a small nerf. A fair nerf. That it should still do damage, but root you. That would be nice, but I'm not sure. Quality of life fix with Tusk. It's easier to get ice shards to actually hit your opponents now and put them in their proper place. Underlord Ags. Whenever people die near Underlord, his teammates will get half of the damage. So you can buff your carries by being near them with an axe. Interesting. And Attribute also persists through death, so you don't lose all your damage when you die. It has the same timer that's supposed to have. Oh yeah, when you also have Ags, it lasts for 40 more seconds. So that's nice. Attribute Aura is also just better earlier, so that's nice. We're almost at the end here. Ursa damage nerf, nice. Don't care. Winter's Wyvern, which is the counter to most right-clicking carries. The attack speed when she ults on the heroes that are hitting went up significantly, 15. So that's a huge buff to Winter Wyvern. I love it. Witch Doctor Scepter, in addition to what it did before, now gives the ward True Strike, so you can't evade it, which is awesome. And that's the last big change. I am a fan of these. I'm going to start queuing now so we don't get lost in the shuffle. But this is a big change. Witch Doctor is going to be so much better against those sorts of heroes, you know? Heroes like PA. Yeah, Atrophy... Well, no, Atrophy Aura isn't a negative. So what happens with Atrophy Aura is that normally he's getting bonus damage. And this is without the axe. He just gets bonus damage, and if he dies, the bonus damage just goes away. That's what it's supposed to be. Because he's not stealing it. He just adds it on top of his. Now when he dies, the damage on him will persist through death. It's not like there's a negative damage for anybody else, but he'll keep the damage that he got from units dying near him, so like creeps, for example, until the timer expires. Avenger, on the other hand, is more like when she dies, the enemies get the debuff. Like, the positive you get goes to them as a negative, which is a little bit different. Similar concept, but it's different. It's just a quality of life thing. It's like Slark. Slark does not keep his stacks. Slark doesn't keep his stacks when he steals stats from people when he dies, which he shouldn't, but he doesn't keep them. It's as if Slark did. You know what I mean? That's the change. I don't think Slark should, but I am glad Underlord does, because I think it's definitely an improvement. The Techie's 250 attack damage is not something you should be taking. He has better stuff to do. I don't know what his other talent is. I will check right now. I'm going to ban Nature's Prophet, because Nature's Prophet no teleport cooldown is not acceptable, by the way. I'm not having that. So ban Nature's Prophet, then I will check for you, my friend, what the Techie's other talent is. 20% cooldown reduction. Come on, you're going to take 250 damage over a 20% cooldown reduction? Please. So, we're going to test the offlane theory. I haven't played offlane since the patch, but I believe that I can. I have to pick somebody who's able to survive and able... I'm thinking maybe a Nyx, because Nyx can kind of be there, but Bristle might be better. Bristle's okay there. Yeah, if you're going for the right click, then you're not playing Techies correctly, because it's not like you use mines to get money, right? I think Bristle's a fine pick. With Silver Edge nerfed a little bit and the buff to his talents, I think it's okay. I don't like my set very much, but that's fine. So I'm not going to be rooting people, I'll tell you that much. Which means I'll have to move over to the Wave Breaker. Oh, I need one more strength game. Wouldn't you look at that? I'll get 400 points. I also just need to get some towers this game, and I'll get my weekly challenge done. Fun stuff. Yeah, I don't think Techies is made for right-click. His right-click does have a great range. It's not fast enough. His base stats will never be fast enough to attack. Even if you buy it, you would have just been better playing a hero who can right-click. Sad, but true. I think that with Mango's decreased cost, I think it's a good item. Yeah, I think I can do this. And I'll buy a Basilius right away. So I like that. When you buy for Bristle, because I've never played Bristle on stream before, I don't think. When you buy for Bristle, you need that early regen, which is why people buy a Ring of Basilius. You don't usually build it into anything because you don't really want a Vlad's or a Ring of Aquila, but it's a nice early game item just to keep you going. The Mango is just because you're probably going to end up eating it early just to keep your quills up. Because my plan in lane, I don't know who's going to safe lane yet, it's probably Gyro. I'm not going to let him deny me. He probably will deny me, but I'm going to do my dangdest to just quill spray real quick to make sure there's no denies. That way I can gain experience and keep up. Because I do not want to be pushed out of lane, and I do not want him to be getting 30% extra experience. Well, their team get 30% experience, because of course it's split between whoever's in the lane. It looks like they're going to have a Darkseer off lane, a Crystal Maiden, and a Gyro safe lane, and Pugna could be off lane with Darkseer or in safe lane, but more likely is mid. They're going to have a Lifestealer jungle. They have a jungle which is really weak right now. People are still doing it, by the way. Take your advantage. If people are going to be ridiculous and go into jungle on the enemy team and take the 20% less gold and less experience, make sure if you have the chance to pick some early game fighting heroes. Really good early game. Okay early, really good mid game. Good early, more good mid game. We have a chance to just steamroll them. I'm not saying the team will, because oftentimes that's not what happens. But you have to try to, flaunt what you have. If you have the capability to abuse that, if you have the ability to abuse the fact that they're running a jungler, then do it. Now, if you can kill the jungler, do that too. But that's not always possible. Uh-oh, it looks like we're not going to have as great of a tower. Ah, no, they have one tower over us. We've lost the tower war, friends. Bristleback. Thank goodness I'm not capable of, I feel pretty confident solely because my Quill Spray pierces spell immunity, and Lifestealer does not want to hit me in the back. I'll tell you that right now. So I feel pretty confident. They don't have a lot of answers to me besides Pugna, ghosting me and then doing some magic damage, but they don't have anybody to follow up with it, so I feel pretty confident. Good luck. Oops, that's just G. Good luck. And L. Have fun. Can I get tangos? Unfortunately, Shadow Fiend, I cannot help you. I won't tell him that, but I'm not going to help him. Did he run up by any? Ugh. I'll give him a dang tango. I'm going to be nice, and I hope I don't regret it. Oh, Darkseer, yeah, he's gonna. That's true. Well, that's not even true. He should already know that. I shouldn't need to tell him. But some people don't read patch notes. Please don't be that person. Read the patch notes. It's important to know. I will tell you that games are not going to last until like 70 minutes anymore. Because with the buyback cooldown going up by a minute, and people at the end of the game when they have more than 10,000 net worth starting to get punished with losing more gold, it'll be harder to buy back, And by association, you won't be able to buy back as much and not as fast. So games will end as soon as, you know, too many buybacks are used, basically. I might still get it, but my hero's currently stopping in place, so I might not be able to run faster than the creep because they're increasing their speed. The creeps in the safe lane increase their speed real quick. You skill bash first. Took surge. I won't really see him there because I'm not in his lane, but I'll mind mess with him. We're all messing with him, I guess. It's true. It's just not. It's weird to say that. I know I'm typing a lot. But, oh, Jesus. People have to remember that don't read things as they are. So if you look at Rubik, you see... If you look at Rubik... I can't click on any other heroes? Why is that? Okay, well, I'm just going to tell you. Rubik's spell shield is 10, 15, 20, 25, if I remember correctly, for percentage of spell resistance. That's not true. That's what it gives you before the diminishing return factors in. Since you already start the game with 25% spell resistance, right there, magic resistance is 25%, it's diminishing return. So if I remember correctly, it factors in 75% and then does 10 of that. So it's actually 7.5%. And that's how things get really different. You end up in a spot where it's not really what it says. Don't forget that. I forgot about my block, by the way. Don't forget that because it really does matter. It might change the calculations of how much damage you're going to take. It might change the calculation of... his block was alright. Of what you need to do. So here we go. Here's my quill spray. I got the first last hit on the range creep. I'm already happy. No deny. I know there's somebody else here, and I'm really afraid of who it is. Ooh, that projectile speed, though. It worked. Bash first worked. I can't believe that. Ooh, okay. This gyro is making me mad. Little does he know. There is Bristleback for you. The actual ability Bristleback. Self-titled. Roll credits. I don't mind wasting a little bit of quill to guarantee beyond a doubt that I'm going to get the last hit. Alright, I'm going to miss the last hit here, but it's worth it. I need my Basilius. More quills, better quills. Denies for days. I need my power treads. I might go for a ring instead, actually, because he's going to harass me a lot. It's hard to determine sometimes what might be the best way to go about it. I will tell you that continuously stacking these is always a good idea. And now he has to back up. He knows I'm running out of mana soon, but he should realize that I'm getting my advantage right now. I'm getting my longevity right now by getting this gold, so it's not really worth it for him just to sit around. He's down 3 tangos. He's using one right now, though. Oh, my. Yeah, I don't usually throw in Q until after ult. And the reason why is you're never going to really get... by the way, I just denied and got 11 from it, so that's funny. You're never really going to get set up for a kill, which is what the Q is for, until later. So why bother? I'm now outlaning this gyro, by the way. That's gonna hurt. But didn't hurt enough to keep me out of lane, I'll tell you that. I might end up dying, but, you know. Can't use the shrine until 5 minutes, so I just have to persevere. Losing XP right now is not what I want. I'm probably dead. Ugh. Run, Bristleback, run! Alright, I'll go back to base. It's just a safer option right now. Get my bounty rune first, though. Crystal Maiden came back. Oh, the game counts now. Nice. I already have my TP, so I'm actually going to have my Ring of Health going back into lanes. This is going to be a very rough lane. This lane I'm going to buy a Vanguard, and I'm only buying a Vanguard because I don't want Gyro to ever hurt me with right clicks, or Lifestealer to hurt me with any right clicks. I want to make them regret it. Good thing is it means I'll regen faster now that I have the Ring of Health, you know, even though I'm regenning. I'd be regenning 34 a second. The extra 6 is nice. Start TPing ahead of time. I will be at full health by the time I get there, because the fountain lasts for a second. Alright. Thankfully for me, this guy is not... I'm fine, Rubik. I got Gyro here, so that's good. Missing Crystal Maiden, I'll tell them that. I'm wondering if maybe she's walking around. He has more tangos because he's a jerk. He also bought a magic wand. I'm fine. I'll just stop and let it hit me. Crystal back, you know, level 2. I got it, thankfully. It's not that I don't want them to get, That's not how you spell missile. There's an I in missile. M-I-S-S-I-L-E. I know how to spell. I, of course, screwed the last one up by doing it in all chat, but I am accepting that as what happened. Double quills. Free last hits. I almost have level 6, which will be nice. This gyro must hate me. And this is why I think Bristleback is a good offlaner right now. They can't push me out of lane very effectively. Third time's the charm, except not really. They can't effectively push me out of lane, especially not now that I have my ring of health. Boom. That was risky, but I knew Crystal Maiden wouldn't kill me because I got the stout shield, and I got armor. Wait for Rubik. Rubik gonna grab it. That's fine. He's level 4. I'm level 6 and almost 7. But you gotta be risky as a strength hero sometimes. I was almost positive that my 60 damage plus the stacks that I had would kill Crystal Maiden, and I was right. Get my last level of Quill Spray, and now it is scary for them to be near me. Crystal Maiden wants to make a move on me, but she knows how terrifying it's going to be. Easy kills. You gotta remember the increased speed is actually quite dramatic. You get 3% per stack of a spell you cast, and it adds up. Adds up fast. Now that I have my treads, I do a lot more damage. More health by a lot. That's 200 extra health. Dead. This is what Bristleback does. I'm just walking away. I want that regen. And Bristleback is back in action. What a lucky rune. Crystal Maiden's right here, and is going to be really mad because I just canceled her clarity. I might die here, but I'm going to do so much damage before I do. Double kill. Alright, not worth casting anymore. That is how you destroy people. 6-0 and 2. And now I have a Vanguard. I don't know, I could buy anything now. Probably a Blade Mail? Because why not?
Come to the bottom.
I'm level 9. What's the rest of the game? I got some people above it on our team, not on their team, though. Now that I have the Vanguard, I have some really good HP regen. I'll get some mana. Also Spell Amp. The Robe of the Magi part. One of the reasons you like to build it on Bristle. Alright, now we just hit the tower and profit.
Someone's in there.
Easy kill. That's why they used scan. They wanted to make sure no one was going to try to deny it on us, and because of it, we got a kill. That's an appropriate use of scan. Well, basically now, the only important thing to do is just keep pushing lanes. So I'm just going to go top. Boots of travel, what? Oh, I had health from him, nice. Not gonna do anything. I don't know why he's getting bots. I think it's a dumb build, but that's okay. Alright, Bristle suffers from mana problems. Get mana. Strength is very rarely what you want to do. Get the mana, you'll be golden. I got greedy, by the way, and I took the extra Bristle back instead of Q. Mostly because I knew Jaro was going to, you know, stay. I knew he wasn't going to run away because he's like that. Trying to persevere when it's not really necessary. That's 6 on Spirit Breaker. That's really good.
Let me get that, please.
Yep. I just rewarded one. I'll get the next one there.
Lifesteal's inside him. I want them to know in case they see Gyro coming at them, they have to back. Once I get my Blade Mail, Lifestealer is going to regret everything he's ever done in his life.
Careful, SP.
Oh. Come on, lots of quills. Lots of quills, baby. Quills. Oh, no. I tried.
Yeah, it's a bit too deep. We don't have Necro here.
Whatever. Necro had travels. He could have been there. He just didn't want to be. Shadow Fiend got Crystal Maiden, so that's good. Thinking I'm probably just going to TP mid and try to take mid tower. I'm Bristle back, why not? But until I get my Viscous Nasal Goo, I'm going to have a real problem killing people because I can't chase them. But I'll get there. I'm not sure what else I'm going to get. I'm looking and I'm trying to think. I mean, I guess mana or magic resistance might be nice. Well, I'll show up for this fight. How about that? On my way. Viscous Nasal Goo. Brutal Rubik. Always be casting. If you're not casting, you're not doing it right. Dead.
Shoot them dead here. Oh well.
That was brutal. That's that bristleback life, baby. I'm actually just gonna use the shrine. Why do I need to go back to base? I don't. I'm trying to think of how many spells they're gonna actually cast to me. Probably not that many, so that's silly. I could just go straight for my Octarine. It's a little greedy, but it's actually not that bad. I think I will. Need to get that courier as soon as possible. I guess nobody else is going to take the rune, but I don't really want to because I'm going to miss out on farm if I do. A DD sounds tantalizing. I actually do more damage than him. I don't know if he wants to hear that, though. Well, after the... I guess it's after. Looks like they got 2 of them. That's nice. I did some damage to their tower. Now I'm just regenning. Get a point booster, I guess. Just increase my mana pool, my HP pool. Little things. They always help. I'll just push the crap out of this. Oh no. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. I didn't know Pugna was there, but I should have expected. That's my fault. I put all blame on myself.
Let's push bottom tower.
Greedy play, but that's okay. I'm still doing pretty good in the long run. 8-8 is not a bad score. We're doing pretty well as a team. 25-9 is strong. The problem is that late game gyro and lifesteal could be a problem, but really not that big of a problem. And I think one of them's gonna have to buy a silver edge, otherwise they're never gonna kill me late game. We'll see though. We'll see what they do. I'm just thinking that Necro's not gonna buy anything that I think is good. He hasn't bought a single item that I think is worth anything. I know obviously a Midas is 2 farms, so it's worth something, but it's not what I would be looking for from a Necro. Is the point. Ooh, that's for me for sure. We need to 5-man. That's what needs to happen. Do. Let's see if we can get this tower pushed in. That would be nice. Looks like Rubik's backing up, which scares me a little bit. I don't want to be here alone. Just get some stacks so I can start doing more damage, because that's what happens with Warpath. The more stacks you have on yourself from casting spells, the more damage you do, the more attack speed you get. Don't do the work, you don't get the tower. That's just what it is. I'm going to cast a little bit just to get myself amped up, so I already have stacks going in. Alright, max goose stacks is probably better, because normally the max is 4. Now it's 8. Which just means I can get someone really slow and really armor shred. Which also stacks with the Deso on Shadow Fiend and his aura. I did. Unfortunately, I guess not everybody did. We were kind of far in. We got caught out. I mean, you just gotta accept that's what happened. I think it's fine to go for a tier 3 if you think it's possible. Obviously, we just failed. He is not getting out of that no matter what happens, and that's a problem. They're getting a lot of money now for killing us, and we really can't allow them to do that. It's very bad for our health as a team. Alright, walk away. Boom. Last hits. It'll cost me 2,000 to get everything I want right now. Probably should have my ring on too if I really plan to. If I really plan to go all out for this. I am going to actually stand here because there's no camps right now. And walking away would actually be less efficient because then I couldn't have my soul booster. And the soul booster is just a good part of the item. You know, it lets me put everything in one spot, so it's worth it to me. Only took an extra couple seconds, even if it was inefficient. Now I have a lot of health. Especially compared to some people on our team. Like Rubik. He has 1,000 health. I have more than double him. Yeah, that's just what it is. He's an int hero. I just need more money and more levels. I gotta finish this Octarine core because then I can cast way more often. And I'll spell lifesteal it. Once I get to level 20, I'll get even more spell lifesteal and it'll be huge. Just want to make sure I finish that. Bristle clone. No, 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 no. Come on. Nice. That's on me. This guy is just such a complainer. I don't want to fight with this little health, to be honest.
I have no mana.
Is it me? It's not me. Ugh. Nice. This Shadow Fiend's just a big baby. It's true that we should be fighting, but like sometimes it's not the time to fight because we're not all up, we're not all in the same place, so you have to farm in the meantime. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. Like right now, we're backing up because I don't have a lot of health. I regen naturally, and I will. I would like to get an item. in the meantime. I have to farm kind of slow, though. I can't afford to cast a bunch. See, like, Shadow Fiend was over there. That's just what it is. He's just being a baby. Ags. I actually might go Ags this game. It's against a team who is going to bunch up. So, like, if they had, you know, a lot of right-click carries who are melee, for example, great item. You're going to want to armor shred them. Also, if you have people who can take advantage of the armor shred. So I have Shadow Fiend who can take advantage of it, like, a lot. He's all about that life. So I would say it's worth it then, because it's not just me who will get the benefit, it's him. It'll slow everybody, put them in place for him, it'll put them in place for Necro. Mostly it's if you have people who would benefit from armor shred. And slow. So we don't have a lot of lockdown. We have a lot of Spirit Breaker stuff, of course. But that's all of our lockdown. Spirit Breaker and Rubik. So having an extra slow on top of that would really help. I would probably go Ags this game. See, Rubik asked nicely. I'm with him. That's how it works. Friendly people.
Guys, can we like stick around here? I don't know if I would have used that.
I have Blade Mail up, so I'm just waiting, see if I can bait them. That's how you kill people.
Guys, can we push on this?
Just want to get my Octarine. Now I got my spell lifesteal, my reduced cooldowns. I will have mana problems for a little while, but that's okay.
Alright.
Ags.
What's the plan next? What do we want with Vision?
He needs it a lot more, that's fair.
I'm gonna take it.
Awesome. So we took another tier 2. We're in a good spot. This is where we want to be at. And now I'm going to spell Lifesteal off all these quills. Not as much as you might hope, but it's something. It's just because the creep lifesteal is only 5%. It is what it is. I think I can go push that top wave pretty safely. That was a strange ult. I guess he had lower health before everything happened. Ooh, nice. That's big actually. Ooh, a BKB. I did not expect that. The real carry has come online. It was SB. SB did the damage. But either way, we're taking a tower. I mean, tower and Rex. Awesome. Bye. I was increasing my speed to get out fast. I'm not playing this game right now. I'll also blade mail the, well, I won't blade mail it because it looks like they're all chasing. I guess I could. Why not? No, it's fine. He's going to protect me anyway, so what's the point? Unfortunately, this will not be as effective as I might hope. Nice. I thought so too. Thanks. Thanks, Lifestealer. Oops. And my axe will be ready when that
I can
comes.
heal you. Stay there. Stay there. Alright, never mind.
Scepter makes things a lot easier. I like a Crimson Guard just cuz. Just regaining health slowly, even though Necro should be healing me. I don't know why he's not. He's just being a jerk. I'm not surprised. They just can't kill me. It's great. And I think they're very upset about it too. Oh, wow. Casting is still casting.
What are you doing? Brother.
I'm still fine. It's crazy. We don't have a pipe, right? Nope. Stack with Rubik. Healing up, getting ready. And we have Megas, right? Yeah, no. What do they have left? One ranged barracks.
Pick in this area.
They just lost to tier 4 as well. I want to kill this Crystal Maiden. I'm kind of hoping she'll come over here. I don't want anything to do with the Pugna, though. Pugna's actually dangerous for me. He steals a lot. I'll end up selling my Basilius for my wonderful pipe.
Oh, where are we charging to there, buddy? You're gonna die. You're gonna die.
At 25, I'll take the 25 quill stack
Come here. Come
damage.
Turn this guy. Go, go, go.
I died.
I got you, brother.
This Shadow Fiend, man.
Shut the fuck up, please. I can't hit a building. It's not gonna do anything. Not with these creatures around. Oh my god, dude, you're an annoying piece of shit.
This is not going to get through to him. I know this, but like, I'm hoping to give him a chance to just be quiet on his own. But yeah, I'll have to mute him. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't think you can mute pings when they changed the mute to text and talk. I don't know if it's possible. It actually might be. Protists.
Alright, can we just 5-man and end this, please? Necro, dude. Please, fucking stop. Alright, I'm here. Alright, there you go.
He's such a complainer. I'm kind of letting him though because he's not even that bad of a complainer. He's like bad at it. Oh wow. He has no armor now. Oh, he jumped inside. Oh, no, 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 no. Not today.
Oh, the bash is not there. There it is.
That was good. I'm glad he came in with his radiance. That was cool. Just take the tier 4. It just makes sense. Oh, my attack was mid-hit. Yeah, he's not even that bad, to be honest. He's bad at it. We've experienced much worse. GG, well played, because that is how you treat other players. You be a good guy to everybody. So, just so I don't get him again, I'll oh, I can't mute him anymore. I have to click on his thing, right? Nah, whatever, it's not even worth it. So, we'll start the next match. We gained some MMR there. Finally, we're getting back in the swing of things. 25 MMR to start off the day. I didn't get a chance for that, so that's okay. I will... Full scoreboard. So, I had the most net worth in the game, which isn't a shock considering how many kills I was getting. The reason we won, honestly, is because we had good push, I'll admit. Shadow Fiend is a good pusher, and he did actually hit buildings. I'm pretty sure his building damage was probably pretty high. Yeah, he did a lot of building damage, which is nice. Necro helped a little bit. Necro wasn't that useful, to be honest. He bought items that were very selfish. But he did help because his Ag's ult really hurts Lifestealer and Gyro. And actually Pugna, because it stops him from using his ult. Even though he bought an Ags, right? Yeah, he bought an Ags. So I appreciated that they did something. Rubik was very helpful. He was running around doing pretty much everything. And he bought a ton of stuff. In fact, I'm going to be honest right now. I did the wrong thing. How do I get this thing to go away? Rubik. There it is. Yeah, right? That's where it always appears. Okay. Rubik deserves a comment. Good guy. He bought all the support items. He was there. He was helping people. It was awesome. Spirit Breaker did his job too. I appreciated him. He did his job. His item build was a little bit strange. Going a Lincolns to stop Pugna or Crystal Maiden and going straight Heart. I don't think the item build was nice, but he did his job. I will, however, say the most effective member on our team was me. I got more assists than the supports. That's not true. Sorry. I got more assists than everybody except Rubik and Spirit Breaker. And Spirit Breaker was just always there, surviving. I got more kills than anybody on the team, anybody in the game, and I didn't die very often. I happened to have a good game. They didn't have a lot of counters to me. Bristleback is a great pick here. Pugna hurts me with ult, but other than that, Crystal Maiden holding me down means nothing. I can still turn around while I'm held down. Lifestealer cannot hit me in the back. It will not go well for him, especially since I bought a Blade Mail just for him. Gyrocopter can't do anything to me. I'm just immune to whatever he has for me. And Darkseer can't do anything to me. All I can do is run away. As you can see, the net worth started out actually pretty good right from the beginning, but right around here I started getting ridiculous. And I started going up with Shadow Fiend and Necro. We all had good farm. Every lane won, realistically speaking. That's probably the main reason that we won, is that we played better than them. Necro, in the lane he was in against Darkseer, there's no way they can compete with that. One of the main reasons they can't compete with that is because they had a jungler. That's what happens. If you get a jungler, you know, I'm going to tip that Rubik. He deserved it. If you have a jungler, then you're just going to suffer, and that's what happened. The bottom lane suffered because it was Gyro, and Crystal Maiden was trying to help both lanes, so she couldn't really commit to either as much. So I could crap on Gyro. He was ineffective. Mid was Pugna, which wasn't very smart either, because Shadow Fiend craps on Pugna. Just because if he ghosts, you raise. If he doesn't ghost, you hit him. Basically, everything went wrong for them. Bad team lineup, bad lanes, and obviously the players didn't play as well either. So I think there's a lot of reasons for why we won that game, and I'm glad. It went well for me. What do I want? We'll see what I pick first. I just don't want to play MK. It's not good anymore. Like, I really don't want him to play MK. So I hope he reconsiders.
I'm not going Monkey King, my friend. My cursor happened to land on Monkey King. But I would play Ion Maid. How's that sound for you? It's do not stress, comrade. I was just messing with you. Which one do you want me to play? I could play Invoker, I could play OD, Invoker, OD, or Invoker. Which one do you want from those 5 heroes? I'm picking fourth, by the way.
A random anti-mage, so I will not be safe laning.
Oh, I changed my mind. Would you like me to play anti-mage blue? Then you pick anybody else.
AM is a strong hero.
Anti, do you like me to play anti-mage? Then
What
you
would
could
I
have
want
mid.
for this? So there's going to be a Spectre. I'm thinking about what kinds of heroes are good offlane
It
versus
will
a
be
Spectre.
amazing if you let me play anti-mage.
It's somebody who has
I'm
to be
very,
able to
very
be in the
good.
lane and isn't weak late game against her hunting in.
Guys, let me
So has to have some answer.
Never mind. Troll it is, comrades. Troll it is. Lock it random then. Lock it random, comrades. No. I have never played Troll in my life, but I could play Invoker or LB. That's the only 2 heroes that I have played. I literally have 1,000 games on Invoker and 800 games on OD. 1,000 games on Invoker, 800 on OD. I have played my life on those 2 heroes only. Because I like to go mid, guys. I like to go mid. No, it's okay, guys. I'm just messing around. If my Invoker is okay, but it's not that great. So
Tide
I'm
might be the hero
Gucci,
here.
guys. I'm Gucci. Just pick some supports and then we're good. I'm very sad right now. My wine is actually running out. So
This guy's a cool dude. He's funny. This is how I appreciate. He's playing around. It's a little bit on the edge of being detrimental to our picks because he's, going with it. But he's funny. I have no problems.
unless anybody else wants
Have a
to
good
be-
sense of humor, and the
just
game
drop-
is
drop
so
it.
much
I
better.
think we should be Gucci. I just need a sentry mid in case we get gank. Actually, no. It's not gonna work out because we already got it. So we really need supports right now, to be honest. Like another support for bottom, and then a roaming. Yeah, Jello could be roaming, and then I don't know.
Shouldn't be a problem. I'm gonna actually take the challenge for getting people under tower.
But it's
you never know.
Would be amazing, guys. Maybe like I don't know. But
Oh, I got my weekly. I didn't even notice that. Good for me. Good for
if I wanna
me.
play support, I could play support, and then I could swap troll. But we're here to win, comrades. We're here to win. Think about that. Yeah, let's do this, boys. Pugna is really cool too.
Probably should tell him that since he's going really far. I think Tide. Never buy a shield on Tide. If I see anybody buy a shield on
Okay, thank you
Tide
for
who
letting me know.
watches
I
me,
approved that
I'll
message
kill you
from-
myself. It's so
from the
not good
recordings.
because his
Recordings.
Kraken Shell is a shield. You want damage block? You skill it. That's it.
I was gonna play Meeple this game to show you how to get a rampage, but
I'll gladly buy a ward.
I don't know. I got too excited and then I random myself.
Too excited. Why do I have so much gold? Why do I feel like I have a ton of gold? Is it probably because the mangoes, right? Because they're
Ooh.
cheaper?
Looks like we
Jeez.
got a fucking Bloodseeker mid,
Ooh.
or maybe a Windrunner. It all depends. I don't know. It's
Maybe the
kinda
silence
like-
room, okay.
their
I'm not
team
sure
is
what else to
fucking
buy.
weird.
Oh my, I'll come after you. I swear, Afrochick, I'll be there. I don't know how, but I'll find you. It's so not good. People do it, and it makes me so upset. Which one is the troll? Is it You're Good, Relax? I wonder if that's actually him. Oh, our tower dominates that tower. Yeah, it's You're Good, You're Relax. I wonder if that's what it actually looks like. Interesting. I'm a little skeptical, but I believe in us. Good luck, have fun.
I like that kid already, putting his serve streak. So let's do this, boys.
What else do I want to buy? What else do I want to buy? Usually something else. I don't even know what I would actually buy. I really have no idea. Crud. You know what? YOLO. So much HP regen, they can never stop me. 5.3. Solid. I guess that's what I usually do as an offlaner. I buy like a ring of protection. I'm just trying to add up the money. 400 plus 125 is 525. Plus 65 be another 105. Wait, 400 plus... How much tangos? Yeah, 525. Wards are 60 now. Oh, that's what it is. Wards are 60. And I got yeah, that adds up to 625. I don't know, it just feels weird. I feel like I'm forgetting something in my build. If I am, I'll find out. Trust me, it'll come up. I'll be like, oh, crap, I forgot. But, you know, it is what it is. It's usually what a build is tied. It's just, you know, some tangos. And it's okay. It is okay to build a shield, by the way, being for real. As long as the reason you're buying it is because you don't want to put any levels in Kraken Shell. Like, if you're planning to do a Gush Anchor Smash build for some reason, like it's building into some kind of thing your team has planned, that's fine. Because then you're just using it to supplement an ability you don't want to take right away. Since camps spawn more often, it's easier to pull. Stack and pull. So I'm not going to let that happen. Alright, Spectre's going to right-click me. So I got my Kraken Shell already ready. Oh, yeah. Good start, good start.
They're fighting over mid, as I expected, guys.
Pudge mid is garbage now, by the way. Now that denying is such a big part of mid, because you're having a direct lineup, he isn't good because he can't deny. Hell, I'm not even good in this matchup because I have trouble denying. Spectre, please. He has Desolate level 1? What is this? I did not expect that. There. Oh, Bounty Hunter. Well. I'll have boots in a second, so it'll be okay. The reason I took this is because I plan to harass Spectre by gushing, right-clicking once or twice. Little things. Pudge mid was good mostly because you had a chance of killing the opponent mid, and because you could gank at 6 and kill anybody you wanted, basically, because they don't have the levels to stop you. But it has been going downhill ever since a couple changes that made aggressive mids more popular, because he just cannot keep up with it. That's the truth. Well, a good Pudge will basically only be able to lane against a non-ranged mid. That's the point. You go against a melee mid like if Tiny wanted to mid, and you just use Rot. You get last hits with Rot, you harass with Rot, and you wait until like level 5, and you can run at them. If they don't leave, you do a lot of damage with Rot. If they do leave, then you set up an easy hook.
Boy. You are amazing.
But it's just not a thing anymore. Like, I love Pudge. Like, I'm a huge Pudge supporter, and I would not do it anymore.
They're probably range quitting right now. Like, the Block Circle is probably talking so much shit on their team right now. Like,
Bounty Hunter cannot trade hits with me.
Blood, fuck you! And all of that bullshit shit.
I'm gonna have to mute this guy soon, and I'm so sad about it because I love him. He's so funny. But it is what it is. Yeah, I just wouldn't do anything like a Pudgeman anymore. It's just too greedy, and it never works out in the long run either, because the late game kind of is crap. Unfortunately, Bounty still has his full set of tangos, so... I'm actually doing okay, though. I'm getting
I think I could get him from that far.
some denies, some last hits.
Yeah. Careful, careful. Just run away. Yeah, we could use the shrine together. I mean, never mind. Both shrines are used. Cool, cool.
I don't know how both shrines are used. That's irritating. There we go.
But
Extra
then you
damage,
got
extra
me,
armor
right?
shred,
Nice.
all that. He pulled, I guess. The wave will just push now. It's fighting under tower with the creep wave, so it's just going to push. So I'm just going to block and move it way back in my direction. That's how you do that. Which part of the patch notes? The roaming? He's going to dagger away probably. But until he does... One more. Ugh. Alright, I need my farm though, so this guy better not continue in this nonsense. Oh! Yeah. You're right, I gotta tell him that.
You guys want me to go bottom to gank or top?
I'll just make Spectre wish wasn't here. Ooh, yes! Troll. I'm fine, I don't even care. Tango, continue. Alright, working towards Blink Dagger now, because that's all Tidehunter needs to be effective. Like, end of the story, that's all he needs. Silencer's suddenly here, and I don't know why.
Oh boy. Nice hook. They got vision over here.
Ooh, rough. The Pudge actually did something effective.
Right there.
Gotta help Anti-Mage, to be honest. Obviously, he's not helping me, you know what I mean? Like, I'm fine. Almost forgot to use my mana boots. Ooh, all this money. Oh, no. No, I missed both. Ah, this is the end of the world. Bye, Spectre. This is my lane. You don't get to farm in my lane. Hello. Spectre didn't realize how strong my gush was, I guess. I will absolutely ult for Spectre, by the way. All day, every day. You've seen me play a Spectre and you know what happens. So if this Spectre is competent, that could happen. Nice. Glad Troll got it. Made sure I got that gush in, give him the extra damage. I had to use a mango, unfortunately. Katie. Did I just see your name pop up in my stream? I could be
I'm on my
hallucinating.
way there. Just wait
Dota
for
does
me
that to me
get myself
sometimes.
positioned and then- Or we could do that.
We could dive. This is a thing. This is a thing.
Just get back, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. Wait for me over here. Oh. Oh my god.
Got nothing else for him.
Should have waited for me.
Spirit Breaker, yeah. He should have waited. It's what it is, though. Spirit Breaker got a little bit... He didn't know there'd be so many TPs to respond. Just needs a bash. Just needs a bash. No bash. I have Kraken Shell, so nothing will happen to me. I set him up. I feel bad that I got the kill, but I had to make sure 100% that it went that way, you know? I did not want him to die. After I get my my blink. Ooh.
Here, come with me, come with me. Make him attack weaker. Oh boy, this is not good. Get back, get back, get back. Fucking shit. Yeah, let's maybe... What do you think? Yeah, let's get out of here. Fuck. Say you run to the base here. God damn it. Well play on the Bloodseeker. Good shit. Damn it, you need your level. There you go. Well played. Nice.
Dead. I pushed it too far. No. It's okay though. I'm a support and I've died once and I have 3 kills, so not a big deal. Whoever this is dead. That would be Silencer. Anti-Mage is playing it risky. They have decent mana damage, spell damage. I don't know why Spell Shield isn't higher, but I guess Blink is okay. I just don't know why you would max it. I had to go back top and do something effective for the team, really. I need this Blink.
Fuck. Anti-Mage, what is your build, to be honest? Like, what items do you have?
Here comes the shots fired. He's going for Vlad's first, I guess.
It's okay, I carry you.
Usually you would get Anchor Smash more as Tide, but the fact that you can't jungle anymore kind of kills that. That's why I'm not going to bother. Vanguard on spec. I would have done the same thing probably. But despite the Vanguard, I'm just going to keep... Nice. Stop, stop. Boom! He should have shurikened me. I don't know why he didn't. No other reason I should be alive right now, and I'm so happy. I will get some sentries. 150 health all the way. I don't know why I'm accidentally taking that. I don't mean to. Spectre. That's 18 gold for me. I'll take it. I'm on my way, friends. I'll never get this Spectre. I don't know where he thinks he's going, but it's not going to work.
Punish that bitch. There you go. Good shit. Good shit, guys.
I am being the Punisher of these jerks. I make them regret moving on my friends. I think I might want to go for Guardian Greaves for my team.
Let's push the tower, yeah. Go here, okay. Let me have the last hit on the tower. There you go, thanks. Let's get the wind running. He's running away this way.
Oh, the ult. Pain. There's mana for my friends.
Okay. Coming. Fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up.
Silencer kill, which is awesome.
Well played, guys. Good job. Good shot. Let's push bottom now, since we're all here. Oh, right here. Push.
Oh, nice.
Good shit, boys.
That's a kill from me. I still have ult. I'm about to have some detection on me. Stop.
Right here.
I don't know why I accidentally did that, so stuff happens. I want to put a ward in this spot instead of in the high ground.
Let's push bottom tower. There you go. Ulti for you guys.
Level 2 Ravage,
You're
yes.
welcome, mates.
Oh, this is going swimmingly. Basically, my only worry right now
Get the tower.
is staying relevant long enough.
Ron is coming this way.
He's dead.
There you go. Okay. I don't have mana. Anybody got mana?
I can't get her any. Oh!
Fuck! We got greedy there, boys. Gotta say we got greedy.
We did
That
get
was
greedy.
too greedy there. Coulda just walk out.
Come on.
I'll be right back. I gotta.
Woo! Oh, 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 that was close. Heart pounding. I'm doing pretty well, though. I apparently already got enough of these. That's crazy. I already got 9. Cool. Can't be over there, unfortunately, but it seems like Spirit Breaker is actually doing a lot of damage to Spectre. Just trying to get a little bit of money now. What's Spectre doing? That Spectre's not getting away. Okay. Okay. I don't know what that plan was. Eek, you know?
Alright, guys, I'm back.
Got a little armor.
Oh, never mind.
A little bit of armor just for the benefit. I think that it's a good idea for me to put a sentry down right around here. And that dies in a few seconds. I'm going to put a sentry, an actual observer further. Because Spectre's going to be farming over here-ish.
Charge, I go. Charge. Wow. That was a bit too much there. Silencer, what the fuck are you doing, man? Just get back, get back, get back. What the fuck are we doing? Anti-mage, push top, what are you doing too? Like, honestly, man. Like, wow. He doesn't even have a fucking shot of...
I tried to get
like,
the
where's
Wind Ranger,
your Battle
but
Fury at level 20, mini 22.
Hall 5 are going crazy for us. But we did everything we could. At least I did everything I could. I showed up, I tried to ult a good time. Wasn't the best time, but I did, you know, I did what I could. Trying to help Sansa so we can actually buy his 4 staff. Trying to get these Guardian Greaves working so I can heal people too, because if I could have healed people there, that would have been a whole different team fight. Somebody had a Yules, I was a little surprised at that.
So what's the plan again? Because I'm not following here. What are we doing? Creating space for anti-mage to farm. Good. Do that.
Keep doing caps at these people, I feel bad. He's a bunch of mangoes, that's funny. The only good thing about Ravage is it upgrades is a good chunk more damage and a little bit more stun. Not too shabby. Oh, we're apparently going in. Or not.
I got Dusk with me. You guys want to go and kill them?
I'm not afraid to pudge. He could mess me up, but... I'll deny this real quick for our team. I wonder if I get any experience for it. Nope. Does not apply to towers. Sad. Armor. So Spectre and his ilk can't hurt me. Alright, now we're doing damage to the tower. This is wonderful. Throw off aggro real quick by clicking on another creep. They fortified at a good time for me. I'm sure they were doing it for the other lane, but it worked out. Oh, nice. Yeah, you hear it? Yeah, my cat's annoying. Best hook I've ever seen.
I guess he did.
I'll just farm a couple camps, I guess.
Can I have mana silencer? Mana, please, mana.
Just because you're a carry doesn't mean you can steal farm. There's a difference.
Mana! This guy, I'm reporting this piece of shit.
He can't really do much damage as long as he's anchor smashed. I don't know if he realizes that.
Go, go, attack him, attack him. There you go, attack him.
Oh my gosh. Free money.
Guys.
That was a big mistake when I missed. Like, geez. Alright, now my Anchor Smash is the strongest it gets, which means it has a low cooldown, a lot of damage, good for clearing these creep waves. Good money to be had. Not really afraid of Bloodseeker. I'm not even gonna chase him, there's no point. Oh no, I'm so slow. No. That's okay. Alright, back to base. Oof. What to get next? Shiva's is pretty good. I'll buy some wards. I haven't placed any of them, so probably should. TP. A pipe isn't really the way to go. I think a Shiva's is good. I'm assuming nobody else will get it. Alright, I'm ready. I'm raring to go. Ult's on cooldown for a little while longer. I see all of them. That is a dead silencer. What is he doing? Oh, jeez.
Right click, right click. I'll ulti for you guys. Ulti for you guys. Right click. There you go. Well play.
Level 3 Ravage.
I'm on my way middle. On my way middle. Let's push that shit. I'm on my way middle.
He sees me, so I don't want to do anything suspicious until track's gone. Otherwise, he'll know where I put the wards.
Right, let's push this shit middle. Wow. Well play.
Gosh! Yes! And out of the silence. Ha 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 ha! Todd has mana problems. And there's our, there's the game.
So,
I was Yule's just so that he could get troll. Nicely played from Bloodseeker, I guess. This is nice though.
Let's go top. Let's go top. Let's not get cocky, guys.
Boom, boom, bum, 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 bum. Does this do pure now? How is he doing pure damage? I don't know. Is he reflecting pure? Is that why? With blade mail? That's megas. GG. Well, that was a good game. I'm glad, 2 games straight. This new patch is very kind to us in the ranked world. Last tier 4 tower. Yes, the damage.
Good game, guys.
GG, well played. Oh, yes. 800 points. That gives me a level up. I love it. So real quick, I'm just going to check what my reward is. Oh, it's a spin. You guys get to see this. Sometimes it's off stream, but today you can watch the Rylai's Battle Blessing. Arcana, Arcana, Arcana. I've never gotten an Arcana from this. What is the Arcana? Is that Shadow Fiend? Or that's Shadow Fiend. I would take it. I'm not going to get it. That's a Warlock set. I don't think I have a Warlock set. Well, before we get into this, number one, I want to know what my weekly... Observer Rewards is a weekly, so I'm glad I put it down. Okay, anyway. Let's check my Warlock. Do I have a set? Because that would definitely affect things. I am default Warlock, so... Unbundle and equipped. Yeah, that's much cooler. Just to make sure it doesn't affect my loading screen. It does. Remove from shuffle. I like my evoker loading screen. I'm a fan. Alright, my Warlock's nice and cool now. That's awesome. Sweet deal. Alright, we'll queue up the next match, and then we'll talk about the match that we just had. Game client is out of date. Isn't that just the way of the world? It'll be but a second, I'm sure. It's only 33.4 megabytes, which means it's probably just another bug fix for the patch that came. Already done. Launching Dota. Play. Preparing to launch. My friends, do not fear. Alright, loading in. Awesome. So, this last match. The graphs are gone again. I shouldn't have done that. I should have waited. Ah, crud. So, the reason we won this game. I would say, honestly, we had a very competent... Oh, I have to tip that guy. We had a very competent mid. He knew what he was doing. You know, he played well. He knew what items to buy, basically. More or less. Silencer knew who to silence. Anti-Mage was kind of meh, but he did at least come to fights, and he ended up mattering because Anti-Mage is a good matchup here. Anti-Mage hurts Pudge a lot. Bounty Hunter doesn't do anything to Anti-Mage. Bloodseeker hurts Anti-Mage, but it's hard for Bloodseeker to solo him if he doesn't have items. Like, Bloodseeker went for a Midas into a Yule's, so he's not going to stop Anti-Mage from doing crap. Wind Ranger is... I'm good against her. Spirit Break's good against her. Silence is good against her, and Anti-Mage ult's good against her, and Spectre is actually alright, but Troll will always solo a Spectre. Troll is one of the best soloers in the game. You don't stop him because he just keeps bashing and lifestealing because he builds lifesteal. So we just had way better matchups. I think we had better players too. Like Spectre wasn't very good in my opinion from what I saw. Neither was Pudge. His build wasn't great either for the match. So we just had better matchups, better teams in the lanes too. There should have been more of a response to me soloing a Spectre. Bounty came up, but there should have been more Pudge in that lane trying to hold me down. They just let me level. Like my net worth was above Spearbreaker and Silencer. It was close to Troll, and it really shouldn't have been, and that's because they just kind of let me. There's not much more to that. They just didn't stop me. So that's 23 MMR for us, which is good stuff. I've played 19 of my 40 games. Good. Soon enough, this will be a reality. I always have to change the region, which irritates me. Alright, so I feel good about that game. Cooldown of Ion Shell is rather low. I want to say it's actually like 9. Yeah, taking a shot. I don't really know if it's 9 or not. Come on, 9. Yeah. Other than that, some of the item picks weren't ideal either. Just going back into that. Bounty didn't get anything, so that doesn't count. But buying a Midas early was not good for Bloodseeker. It really hurt him. Wind Ranger, Blink is fine, but didn't buy any damage. Was building into an Axe instead, which really hurts the capability of having those early game fights. Spectre was broke. Was buying a Radiance, I guess, but was so broke because I was allowed to deny her farm. It was ridiculous. That was so ridiculous. And like I said, Pudge, I mean, Aetherlens early is fine, but I don't know if I was too late. I don't know if I would go for the urn that early. You're not going to get the kills, especially since it wasn't going that well for him. So that was a little bit silly. It says Atos. I know this is a Rod of Atos. That's a pretty easy one. I'm also terrified to double down in solo ranked, but I do it anyway. Because that's what being brave is about, and how you win at Dota. I've lost one double down, I've won one double down, so it's balanced out so far. I figure these trivia points because I've been getting challenges for them. When's the next Arcana vote? In 16 hours. Okay. Clearly it's Arcane Boots. Sometimes I see the silliest ones too. Like, they'll just have the face of the character in it. And it's like, I wonder who it is. The picture of this same character making a different face? Probably not. I want to safe lane. I don't know who I want to safe lane as, but I want to safe lane here. Who's good, I suppose, would be the question. Chaos Knight got pretty buffed, besides the feeding gold to the enemy team thing, which is kind of rough. But his life's still going up. The Reality Rift getting better, and more lifesteal. And more lifesteal, Reality Rift. Something else changed. I don't remember what it is now. 2 things to Reality Rift. That's what it was. I don't know who's good, though. Drow's pretty good. Drow not having unique attack modifier is nice because she can buy lifesteal, but not against Spectre. Oof. Someone versus Spectre. Slark's okay versus Spectre. Maybe I'll Slark safe lane. Although he did just get nerfed with his int, so he'll have trouble casting. That's rough. I could play Troll. Safe lane Troll. He's in a good spot right now. I'm not sure. I'm going to build a BKB, so Troll wouldn't be bad. I'm not going to build a BKB as some of those other heroes. I'm not going to build a BKB in Drow, so Troll's not too bad in that regard. I think that could definitely work out. I'm trying to think of who else is pretty good. Alk got nerfed, so I'm not doing that. Sven wouldn't be bad either. His strength, his health would really help here. But he would reflect so much damage on himself, which would really hurt. I love that. I want that so bad. Definitely not Luna, because I'll reflect too much damage on myself. That's not good. PL actually wouldn't be too bad, but it's not worth it. I think Troll is probably the way to go. I feel strong about Troll versus Spectre matchup. And buying any BKB just counters Zeus right off the bat. Spirit Breaker, it's not a bad matchup. I just don't play a lot of trolls, so it worries me a little bit. Oh, I should probably choose the bashing challenge. Just like a... Just as like a guess. Probably good. Puck. Yeah, totally. I feel the troll. Tango. Stout Shield because I got some ranged. Maybe not a Stout Shield. Maybe I'll get a Ring of Basilius. For early game spamming. Build it into Aquila because it does benefit troll. I feel solid about that. It gives armor, so it's almost as good as a Stout Shield. And it gives me damage, more importantly. It's going to give me 7 damage, so I think it's a good pick up, you know. I don't play a lot of trolls, so this will be kind of an experiment, but I do understand the hero. You know, I played him before. Ogre, I imagine, is who he means, but... Sorry, that was not pleasant. That was not cool. Oh well, it happens, right? Sorry. Of course, when I go to check my to make sure my sound's working, it's right when I did it too, so you all had to double hear it. That's unfortunate. I thought it would be after that. Sometimes the delay is hard to predict for me. Oh, we got a guy on their team who's 414. He's spent some serious money. Obviously earned. No, he didn't pay for any of it. He earned up to 414. People always do that. I didn't pay for anything. People start with 75 and they still act like they didn't pay for anything. It's like, yes, you did. You paid for those 75 levels. Just because it's a bundle doesn't mean anything. Sklinks is going to suffer, but I don't know. I'll definitely wait until Ogre's not AFK. I'll tell you that right now. He's playing. Better work out. So a lane troll. A lane troll. You need 2 things. You need whirling axes to do some damage. Number 1, if they're going to deny you, you want to make sure you get them quick with the whirling axes. But also, you usually want to take Berserker's Rage first because it gives you armor and speed. Dunk. What? I don't know what that means.
Yo, go on him, go on him.
What is he doing?
You really...
Like, what was that? Oh geez, I'm glad I spent my spree. I have faith now. Pudge is here. What? Why?
Yeah, let Puck walk by. Okay, go on, Puck.
Oh, I hope to bash him. I really wanted the bash. I hoped if I felt hard enough that it would happen. Why is Pudge swinging at my last hit?
Ogre goes back.
I don't really want to try lane, but they are strong, so I can't really complain.
I'm in full.
Ugh. Get some damage on the Spirit Breaker. Alright, got the Whirling Axes. Good thing I have some armor. I just did the wrong thing, though. I switched away from armor when I got hit. I obviously am very much with it today. Again, I don't play troll often, so my instincts might be a little off, but I'll get it.
Get a kill. Go.
Keep swinging my last hits. I don't do that much damage, you know? That was huge, by the way. These takes we're getting right now. Oh, I've had my Basilius on this whole time.
Yeah,
What's wrong with
5
me?
minutes, I'll go gank mid. I'll try to gank it.
That'll help. The wave's been unnecessarily pushing. Alright, at this point, it really depends what you want. So, leveling this up would give me speed. The bash, stun, duration, and damage would go up. But Whirling Axes is damage. I want Whirling Axes first. I think at level 3 it's just a little stronger. It increases by 50 damage, the blind duration goes up, and these ones do better slow and lower cooldown. So it affects both, so it's nice.
Saying, Spirit Breaker, careful. Good stuff.
Alright,
Flex life up.
and boom. I had hope for a bash here, otherwise I don't think I'm getting it. Nope. Crud. I just don't hit hard enough, I guess.
Kill him, kill him, kill him.
Nice, the bash. Finally, I get that lucky bash right when it counts. Deny for me. I'll get an Aquila because, well, I'm not even sure if an Aquila is necessarily needed. Why not? It'll help me in the early game. Oof. I have faith. I have a lot of faith this is going to go well. You just, as Troll Warlord here, the most important thing you have to do is farm, of course. But you should be throwing your axes. You should go to range whenever the enemy is in range and you're not currently last hitting. That way you can get a huge advantage in the lane. Now, of course, my lane mates are doing most of the work for me. You know, they have slows for days. Which is all kinds of wonderful.
It's okay. You gotta get a kill.
Can't really keep up with him, he's too fast. I know what it's like to play puck, and if he's doing it properly, I won't really be able to touch him very much.
It's like you won't catch one to see if we...
That's a dead puck.
Okay, put one ward down, see if...
So in this particular game,
I'm gonna cut into here.
an early BKB is fine, but I know about like an immediate one. I'm thinking Assange Miyash is what I want to do in the immediate sense. Ogre was nice enough to give me this, so I will use it. Oh, no. I need lifesteal, actually. Scratch that. They don't have a lot of physical. I could probably get away with a Mask of Madness. I want to get just 1 point in Fervor because it's going to help me in case like I'm going to take the tower or something. Like this. He's blinded.
more kills the better.
Just get a little bit of farm over here while I'm regenning. I don't really regen very fast, though. The problem, until I get my Morbid Mask, I'm going to have a real issue with that.
He's right here, fuck. With invis, like, what are the odds? Yo, I'm gonna need some backup.
Thank you. Best ogre. I can just circle around as I regen. I'm fast, so it doesn't really risk me getting hit. Get some farm. Get towards my Morbid Mask. I think a Mask of Madness could be really good here. Because there's nothing... I don't need to cast that much. I'm not going to need to cast that much. You know what I mean? I only have Whirling Axes and switching if I'm melee or ranged. And I don't really plan to switch between melee and range that much. Oh no. Spirit Breaker the last second. That puck was ours too. So pain. That's okay though. I'll come back with full health, ready to roll.
Yo.
No biggie. Oh, that's so irritating.
Yo, Quinks, help me, help me.
Unfortunately, it seems like Pudge has died. The tides are turning a little bit against us, but I'm getting farm all the
I
same.
forgot about that.
I want to be able to roach eventually. Maybe buying a Vlad's is better because other people will benefit from it. Oh, you know what? I could have built my Basilius into it. That's what I should have done. That would have been smart. Because Basilius goes into Vlad's. Oh, you jerk.
Level 5, 6.
Well, it is disassemblable if I really care. I guess that's fine for the early game lane presence. I'll just get a Morbid Mask, and I'll build it in Vlad's. That's fine. I'll buy all the other components, and then I'll, you know, get from there.
Oh my god, of course.
What's up, my man? Some troll warlord action. You know, it's funny. I was actually thinking of you earlier when I was in the car. I was thinking about you in the car today, just because of how, you know, the 2 on your name feels kind of tacked on a little bit. And I just, like, said to myself, I was like, oh, I know, like, the usuals who will probably be here. And I said the 2 after your name, and I was like, why do I even say it? It's just me. You know what I mean? I'm by myself.
Oh, what the?
And you, Afro Chick, it feels more normal to say the Afro Chick if you're not there. You know what I mean? It's okay. Now I'll associate you with it forever. It's unique. Almost got my my Vlads. I'm pretty happy. Alright, let's get this dang tower. Still got my fervor. I'm dead either way. Oh dear. I don't know why we went in. It is a disaster.
I was with you, but you all dead, and I just did TP.
Yeah, those
I was
days.
just with you when you were dying. I don't know, you just were wasted, like chasing them.
Oh man, I remember when everybody used to use X's before and after their name. I remember back in like middle school when people used to do XO, XO in front of their name. Mostly girls, but I know some guys who did it too. Back when AIM was a thing. I don't think AIM's a thing anymore, right? I'm not hip anymore. I play Dota 2. I'm obviously not with the in crowd. Well played team, well played team. Just threw a rolling axe because I figured Spectre might live the hit and it would slow me down to attack. Yeah, I don't think so either. I was hoping not. I'd be a little embarrassed if it was. That really dates me. I'm actually not that old, but that still makes me feel, it makes me feel old.
You just put a word down over here.
Alright, now Sanj and Yasha. Now let's hold on to the Wraith Band, because what am I going to do with it, right? It only rolls into one item.
Yeah, he got a word. He got a word right there. Don't worry, get back. Observers right now.
That was almost a sneeze all over my computer keyboard, but don't worry, I stifled it.
Got a guy rushing you guys top. Get ready. Get ready to kill this idiot. Once he hits one of you.
I'm a little bit low, so I want to play it safe here. We did get two. We only lost one. Just gonna lifesteal up. Boop, 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 boop. Troll Warlord style. Next, I'll be taking my Fervor so I can actually take Roche. It's hard since they buffed Roche's armor a little bit. They just buffed Roche in general. It'll be harder for Troll Warlord to take him as early. Same thing with Ursa, because he got the damage nerf as well.
Yo, give me speed boost. Give me speed boost. Scrap for the word here.
Troll Warlord getting health. Alright, I feel much better. I scared him. Alright, next I'm going to take some agility. I know health isn't... Oh, shit. Crap. No, he didn't chase. That's good. Back into the jungle I go, I guess.
Oh, run, go.
They can see that I'm at too much health. I know they weren't trying to move on me, probably, but...
Go.
I'm dead. Oh. Oh, beautiful. And I'm dead. He earned me. I should have bought out. That should have been my focus there.
Stun him, ogre, come on.
All right, I'll
Too
fortify
far,
here
yeah.
because we're about to lose tower anyway.
Oh my god.
There goes the tower. Sad day. We're struggling right now. It's 16 to 13. I've really fallen off in getting farm, and it's not okay. It's really a problem we have to fix actively. I need to go jungle until I can get at least my Yasha. The good thing is Sanjin Yasha is 200 gold cheaper overall. It is now only 3,900 total instead of 4,100 because both of them used to cost 2,050 each. It's very nice to have things brought down in price. Daedalus is 200 cheaper as well because the Demon Edge, it got 200 gold cheaper. It also does a little bit less damage, the Demon Edge itself, but that doesn't affect Daedalus. They actually buffed Daedalus's damage. I didn't read over that because it wasn't super important, but just because we're talking about those kinds of items anyway, thought I would add that in.
Yeah, I'm going in.
No, no, get back, get back.
That was my bad. I thought you had your ulti. Oh, you didn't get wall?
I ulted to try to help, but it did not help.
My bad, that was my bad.
We're having a real problem right now. Some dumb team fights have put us in a bad spot. Me? I just need some sort of damage first, you know what I mean? That's important. Damage and health, because I'm still going to get right-clicked even if I have a BKB, so I have to be able to live. But just the Yasha itself has given me a much better way to sustain myself. I attack faster, even though Yasha was a little bit nerfed in its attack speed. It's down to 10. It still does wonders. Wonders for a poor, poor troll.
Oh, I'm getting chased. Come on, guys.
Oh, this Zeus. This Rubik does not have a blink of any sort. Ow. That's painful. Not cool. People are like diving, I don't know why. What are they doing? We have wards out there a little bit. Who's holding them? I don't know. I mean, I'll be honest, whose fault is that? Spec shouldn't be free farming unless the lane didn't go very well. Alright, now that my fervor stacks are starting to get up, starting to get a little bit stronger.
Lynx, do something fun. You just stood there. What the hell, man?
I ulted and everything. Clink should have done something. Just trying to poke them a little bit. I was confident in this game, but things have seemed to have taken a turn for the worse. We do need wards. I'm I'm tanking up now that I'm getting my my Sanj. I need to smoke soon and get into Roche, but I kind of want to finish my Sanj since I'm so close anyway. Oh. And now I'm just going to make sure I can get smoke with it so I can smoke into Roche. And I'll get the last point of fervor so I can really take Roche down fast. I gotta come down to this. Nice.
We gotta put pressure, but I don't have wards right now.
I'm gonna go over here because I know they shouldn't have vision inside the trees. Go around because I can see that Puck is showing himself. And unfortunately, depending where he's going.
Why do I want to especially got 2 kills
Alright, I got my fervor stacks. Ogre's a nice guy. Thankfully, my slow on him hit successfully, so he couldn't go anywhere.
Oh, he's so... He had gone to that. I'm gonna die, get ready here.
Oh, crud.
Stay in charge.
Even if they want to come now, they're stuck. This makes Roche have a chance to be blinded too, so very important. They're focusing on taking our team out, and unfortunately for them, that helps me. No snare, no net. That's just what it is. Gotta be in range and alive. I want my last level of Berserker's Blood because it's going to help me a lot. Rubik does not have any way of helping himself survive. That's me. Aegis down. Nice. That was good. That was really good for us. We used the Aegis and we got like all of them. Did we get Spec? No. That's okay though. Sad that Spec didn't die, but
Yeah, when you see bottom, you see top.
alright, got some more damage, got some more health. I'm ready. Once I get BKB, I can just run in a fight and they can't stop me, and that's the point. I'm also hoping for level 3 ult soon. That's a Zeus. I didn't hit him. Get back. Darkseer kept going in. Get back. People don't seem to understand when a fight goes wrong. So you saw there. I said go in, then 3 people showed up. 3 more people. That's when you leave. Period.
Yeah.
That's that simple. Clinch does have an orchid, so I'm happy about that. Only bashed 4 enemies? That's crazy.
It's not that easy, man.
Do do do. I'm dead. Run for your life, troll. Uh-oh. Oh, God.
Not bad, dude. Let's go kill blue. Or whatever the fuck.
It says in backpack now? Oh my! This is such a change. When you ping it, it says in backpack and on cooldown. That's so crazy.
Come on, Shocker.
I'm so impressed right now. I didn't know that.
Go, Ogre, go. Done.
Go.
Go! Boom, boom, boom. Yes! I'm so happy.
Go, get ready.
I'm glad that Clink says money, by the way. Very good. Nice. About to hit level 18.
Yo, I'm getting assault curious control. Get assault curious.
I'm dead. That's rough. If they kill Spectre, it's... Yep, there we go. Clink's actually bigger than me right now, so I would... Like, I hate to admit it because I was the safe lane carry, but he's right now our hard carry.
Want to kill me?
I'm our secondary carry. I'll end up being a harder carry, but it's not right now. Oh, nice. That damage, though. Clinks might die. Darkseer needs to, where is he? Where's Darkseer? Oh, he's in the fountain. Okay. Never mind. I was so close to it, too. If I sell this, I'll basically have it, so I'll just do that, to be honest. I don't need it anyway. I know it's a waste of one of my inventory slots, because of course I could benefit from those stats, but it's more important I get my BKB for the next fight, 100%. Looks like this will be the last game, unfortunately. Me doing those little patch notes prevents a 4th game, but that's okay. I'll go out. I'll just send it to myself, I suppose. BKB and then what? I think a Daedalus is a good pickup. I like it. Get one more TP just for good measure. Yeah, I think a Daedalus is a good pickup. It's cheaper and better now. more damage, less money. I mean, by 200.
Let's use small guys. Let's use.
And the best part is it's the big part of it too. It's the demon edge that got less. So.
Wait for me. Okay, ogre lead, ogre lead.
Nah, you can go first actually.
I don't want to though. Oh, look at this.
Just get some money. I got Rubik, which is awesome.
Maybe charging. Actually, charging.
It's really sad that my troll was only bashed 4 times. Oh, crud. I got the BKB, so I gotta make sure that I'm ready to use it. I don't want to forget about it. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna die. There's no point. If you're about to die, it's just a waste of cooldown. They keep rotating on me only.
Why, dude? Why?
He's not doing super well. I mean, he's helping, but yeah, I'm kind of taking bad fights right now, which I admit. It's not ideal. I'm just excited for the 40 damage I'm going to take at 20 because the damage equals lifesteal. As much as I might want to tank up, this is my tank right here. You know, getting the 16 strength is enough. This is not going well, and they need to just get out.
He got caught. Nice.
It's not worth it. It's going to fall anyway. Yeah, all 3 shrines are now here, by the way. All in this little cluster.
Face boost, face boost.
Darkseer got it, which is fine with me.
Go, 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 go.
Oh. Crap. He's getting a lot of my last hits and it's kind of bothering me, but it is what it is. Can't stop it, so... I can take a few tower hits. I just want to get my fervor stacks ready.
Get back up the tower.
Come on. Fast, 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 fast. Thank you. Spectre's gonna hit me no matter what. I just gotta accept it. Just get some farm. It's no big deal. If fights don't work out, just back up and farm and make sure that, you know, you're getting more than they are. That's true.
Let's go bottom lane.
Hold up, wait.
I want to have buyback, but it just doesn't seem to be a possibility before this fight. Oh, yes it is. Yeah, there's creep wave.
Right side. Yes, yes, get him.
Try to give him the attack speed as fast as I could.
Oh my god.
A Dagon, no. I got the ult off. Nobody's using it, but I got the ult off. I have buyback in case things go terribly. I don't know how that fight went so bad. Nobody killed anybody. Yep, we didn't kill a single person. Rubik more important because lifting is awful. Zeus then for damage, of course. I'm only gonna buy back if it's going poorly. We shouldn't have wasted Shrine for that, honestly. That was kind of ridiculous. I don't know what the point was. I have BKB, and that's what I'm really relying on here to protect me, which is a little bit risky, which is why I'm only staying there for a second, and then I'm out. I really don't want to be in a bad spot, you know?
I wish I didn't have to.
Guy. Oh shit, Nick.
Yeah, just run back. If you can get back, we'll fight him on high ground. Because they're gonna want to push.
I got everything up. I'm ready. I am battle trance is very low cooldown, so I'd hope it'd be up, but, you know. Who has the Age of Spectre? Yeah. Honestly.
Hopefully I can.
You don't wanna in this situation hook Spectre, you know what I mean? Especially with the Aegis. It's just a waste.
Do we defend this or not?
Alright, I see most of them, so I can farm safely for a second. Get some beautiful stats. I need it really bad. I need to get some money here. I need income.
Hopefully I can full suit. Why? Why? What'd I do?
Yeah, I know what he did.
I'm pretty sure I bought that. Bought it. I'm actually serious. I'm pretty sure. I bought it both too. We must have clicked at the same time.
I don't know. That's really weird.
And one of us like thought we bought it. But I put it on my
Remember, hook the Rubik. That's what we want. Rubik. I don't want Puck to get me there. lifesteal off the Spectre, so as long as I get close enough to him for long enough, I'll be okay. I'm glad he used it for his own team. He's gonna kill me. I'm dead. And I'll live. Awesome. Having a Crystallis is going to make a big difference in these fights too. Now that I have it, we can actually... I can do damage, you know what I mean? It increases my damage by 30 and having a chance to crit.
No, are you stupid? Don't, dude.
That's embarrassing. Spectre's died with the Aegis. Just died with the Aegis.
Back, heal. Get back, just get back, get back.
Alright, let's kill these two. Run, troll, run!
I need to take it, I need to take.
You're not up.
Why do you keep pinging it like fucking didn't kill him?
Alright, troll will take some much needed farm. I think in this particular game I'm gonna need that magic resistance. You know, it's not as damaging as the whirling axes, but that's fine. I really, really need the magic resistance badly. Fortunately, Darkseer bought a pipe, which I love him for. Gonna be honest, I don't want him to have this something anymore.
Yo, if we start a fight, we get fucking
I'd love to get my my Demon's Edge right now.
dude, they're gonna initiate with heal. We're gonna get fucked. I gotta hook someone. Fucking.
I'm gonna die here probably. I don't want to waste buyback. Alright. I backed for long enough. I'm gonna go with the creep wave.
Speed boil.
I get good health from this. Just chunk, 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 chunk. I actually have enough for Demon Edge now. I do a lot of damage now.
Now we can push it.
That's fine, I already got the stacks. Fortunately,
Go mid,
Clinks.
guys, go mid.
That's true. That's a good idea. Troll Warlord. Oh no. We just gotta take that. Honestly, just taking this is more important right now. What should I buy? It's a good question. Ascati's probably best. It's a safe pick. It gives me some HP. It gives me some damage. It does everything I really needed to do. I think that's definitely a wise choice. It's not really greedy. It's just kind of, you know, it's a good item. The Daedalus does 80 damage now, which I love.
Rip.
Gotta send this to myself so I have it when it's necessary.
Why?
I'm so strong now. This is the time when trolls really like. I'm supposed to be crazier, honestly, but you know, relatively crazy. Make sure that doesn't get caught by anything. Coolio. Oh. I helped him get the Zeus. Just might as well. It's money. It's money in the bank. I go back to beat it with a team, honestly. It's not going well. It's not, okay, now it's going well. Oh my. I'm very sad. All that matters to me is this Rex. Oh, I need to get more bashes. Oh, that's crazy. That's sad. No bash challenge for me. No biggie. It's more important to win games. That's why I'm just taking this. I don't want to throw a game because of something ridiculous like me deciding suddenly. It's not important. GG, well played. Always polite. Good Spectre, he didn't say anything during the game, was pretty cool. I got 3 comments in the last iconic summary. Nice. Nice. Who deserves it? Honestly, I think Clinks did a good job. I mean, he could have done better, but I don't know. Pudge is a nice guy. I'm not going to tip anybody. I don't want to pick favorites. As if they care. So, today we have gained 73 MMR. Look at that. 3,261. We won back a lot of that lost MMR from that double down ridiculousness. So, okay, I'll tip him back. I'm fair. I'm a fair guy, I would like to think. So the scoreboard. Net worth, I don't think I was the highest by any means. Yeah, Clink said 5,000 on me, but I was way above their team. They just did not have any farms. Spec was poor. I mean, our Darkseer had as much money as the Spectre, which is sad. Damage, Clinks yet again did outdo me. I was actually really behind. The Spectre and Zeus did more than me too. I got locked down a lot of team fights, and even in the end, I was kind of getting kited, which is my fault for the pick, honestly. But it's okay. I still mattered. I feel like I had an impact. I required a response, and that's something in of itself. The graphs game was actually in their favor for a little while. We started out great, and then it rubber banded back, but you know we ended up taking it, of course. Net worth. I was actually ahead for a while. I was doing great in my lane, and then I kind of got abandoned from some of my lane mates. But that's okay. I still ended up being, second highest in the match scores, because at this point is when I started taking off. And for a little while, I dropped off because all the fights I was dying too early. But I still kept farming, so I came back. My level was kind of, higher of the middle aspect, which was not bad. One of the reasons I think we did so well, by the way, which I would say we started really taking off around a little bit after 40 minutes, is because the item's at 40 minutes. At 40 minutes, we had MKB on Clinks, basically. I finally got my Crystallis. We had a pipe. We had a hood on Ogre, which just helps a little bit more. I don't know why we had 2 pipes, though. It's really ridiculous. Pudge is building Assault Cuirass. It didn't really help a ton, but whatever. Versus they had a Ghost Scepter, which is helpful, but meh. Shadowblade and Spirit Breaker at this point in the game. Who cares? Manta. Just finished Manta at this point. It was a really slow Manta. Boots of Travel and Zeus, as if we care. And they had a Dagon, which was kind of scary, but it's a Dagon 1, so it's not like... Oh, no, it's not. It's a Dagon 2. Dagon 2, like, who cares? It's not that scary. They really just didn't have a lot of money, and that's very evident by the scoreboard. We had okay support in Pudge, but we really needed more people to buy more items. I'm glad I eventually did split, but there was some times when we really should have been warding and we didn't have any. But that's okay. Everybody, Pudge did what he could, for example. That's cool. No problems there. As an ending comment with the matchups, Clinks is not really good against Spectre or Spirit Breaker, which is why he was struggling for a while, or Zeus. Fortunately, Ogre is good against most of the team because he's tanky enough to take the Spirit Breaker. The only problem is Rubik steals the spells, which is kind of an issue, but him stunning them down is great. Darkseer is awesome against Spectre. Darkseer is relatively good against Spirit Breaker. And he's good at chasing and running, so that's good too. He's really good against Spirit Breaker, in my opinion. Pudge should be good, except Spectre eats him, and Rubik is going to steal Hook, and that's a problem. Me, I'm supposed to be really good against Spectre and Spirit Breaker and Rubik. Puck's kind of killing me because I can never catch him. And Zeus killed me before I got my BKB. I got it too late. That's the real problem. If I had had it earlier, I would have done a lot more damage, but, it is what it is. I would say it was reasonable matchups. Like, anybody could have taken the game in theory, but they just didn't farm. Like, Spectre had last hits, but Spectre just died. Died a little too much, didn't kill enough, wasn't really... Surprisingly, it was part of the fights. I have no idea. I guess Spectre was just taking inefficient farm. It must have been. I feel like I didn't farm that much considering how much I died, but I still got, 50... Not quite 50, but like 30 more last hits than Spectre, and that's crazy, because Spectre should have been farming better. No Radiance is one of the reasons the farm really suffered, and that's obvious looking at it. Just never really had the itemization. Probably lost a lot of net worth by not buying out. That's probably a big part of it. You can lose a lot of net worth just by dying at the wrong times, even if you have the exact same kills, assists, deaths, and last hits. So I guess it's probably more towards that. Yeah, but I think that's about it. It was definitely an interesting game and a good day. All wins. I always love that. So I'll end it here. If you guys have any questions about the patches, if it's YouTube, post them. I will be glad to explain because some of them are a little bit funny, but I think I have a full understanding of them. Like if you look at the Solar Crest, it's really weird, but I can explain later. Or if you're on Twitch, ask me at the start of the next stream. I'm sure I won't forget because it's only been 4 days at this point because it'll be Wednesday into Sunday, so I'm sure I won't forget, so I'll be able to answer you then. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.